Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Journey, Avyakti Parivar Chit Chat, exploring together the depths of Baba's wisdom. So, welcome, dear angel brother Eric.
Om Shanti, everyone. Loving greetings. It feels so good to be in a gathering of elevated souls, right? Not just that I'm using that thought for myself, but I'm feeling everyone together. We're all a gathering of elevated souls. So, dear Mohini Didi, nice to be back again and enjoy our spiritual chit chat. And I really enjoyed Baba's message on Thursday. And the feeling of, him wanted us to be complete and giving us a little reminder about the way to use knowledge, the virtues, the powers. And I really felt that this is what we all want, is to tick all the little aspects of Baba's Gyan and say, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done. So what else is done? What else is necessary to accomplish? And I was wondering, when we're listening to Bab Dada's in 2002, like you said, he had a vision and he saw everything already. But do you feel today we still have a lot to do, or can we retire a little bit from a lot of service and we can just have powerful stage and let everything happen? Do you feel we have a lot to do, or is it just our stage now going to really make everything happen? I hope it's the second option. I like that.
It's not that we have a lot to do, but there are souls who need a lot, right? So they will come. I mean, whatever Baba is saying about VIP, they will come. And that is happening in India. And I was thinking now about abroad. And I feel that, yes, it will happen more and more. We can do it. And it's not really a lot to do for service. It will be easier and easier. Those souls will come at Baba's, the vibrations will bring them. And because everyone is looking for an atmosphere where they feel peaceful, safe, being loved, being taken care of, and that is happening more and more. So,
and yes, we feel that also it's happening also because collectively our stage also is changing. And I was wondering if you also observe your own observation that more and more seniors, we use that expression sometimes, they are cooked, they're well baked, it's finished, they smell like a nice little bread finished, it smells very nice. And I feel so many souls are moving so close to the complete stage. Is that correct to think that way? Or
Oh, all of us, no? Why are you saying few?
No, I said quite a few. I mean, many of us. I'm not thinking a few, many.
I think all of us are moving, as Baba said, because there is a lot of attention on controlling the wasteful. So, as Baba said, then it's a flying stage. I mean, looking at efforts, everyone is making good efforts, actually. Some are visible, some are not visible. But I must say that even when I look at those who are in Avyakti Parivar, even many, I don't know them, but I find that everyone is enthusiastic, everyone wants to practice, do homework, and so result is visible because of the effort they're doing, not the result of efforts, but the love for efforts. That means they are going further, they are flying, so they want to do it more and more now. So I feel that we all are moving forward and getting prepared not only for angelic stage, but also for the future new golden aged world also, right? Because extreme of Kali Yuga, so it has to be the end and the beginning. So we can see the beginning now. On one side, we can see the end, right? On the other side, we see the beginning, and we are the ones who are that beginning.
I know
So
every year we're very enthusiastic about 18th of January. And I know sometimes 1st of January we like to feel newness, but I find 18th of January is even more powerful than 1st of January. And when I was listening to Baba's message, when he says, Baba wants you to become complete. I was wondering, what were you feeling personally? Because you're very close to your complete stage, if not already almost complete, 99%. So how would you listen to Baba telling you also it's time to be complete? What was your inner thought listening to that?
No, I don't think I'm 99%, but when
it was a blessing.
I just, when Baba draw the attention on, knowledgeful in the sense of, so when I was listening to Murli this morning, I was really listening from just seeing that how much more has to be, done in the practical way and in the awareness also. So definitely the message helped us to think about it, that if all the aspects of knowledge, all the points of knowledge have been, understood, are in awareness, it will help yoga. So I was connecting. Yeah, that's true, because when you know someone very well, recognition, you love someone, you remember that person, right? So the remembrance will become more natural. Like, Mama used to say, I can't forget Baba. How can you all say we forget Baba? So she used to be surprised that we forget Baba, because she said, I can't forget Baba. So someone said, whom you remember? Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba. It's not a question. They both are together. So I remember both. That means, like, she was so, you could see from her intoxication and stage. So I think we all will attain that stage where we are not bothered by circumstances, situations, and people's sanskars and all, but just be really complete. Yeah, so it's happening, and it will happen soon for all of us.
I think we're always looking for, just the awareness of how much do I know I'm really complete, because sometimes we don't realize that there's so much more than what we experience. And we think we've achieved something, and then we realize, well, no, there is more to achieve. So sometimes the feeling is having a better evaluation of our own complete stage, and also looking for shortcuts to go a little bit faster because we don't have so much time. Any advice for us?
We will always feel, no, that I have to do more, but that is very little comparative to how much we have done, right? So sometimes it might feel, oh, there is a lot to do. But I realize that there is not a lot to do, but still yet something to do. So as soon as, we will come to know when we are complete, because that inner contentment and feeling very, very close to Baba, what little more has to be done, not lot. That's what I could say.
On, I think it was Tuesday, and Murli Baba was reminding us, this is a school where you become a deity. And I was just thinking, like you said, not just now we're becoming angelic, but also we're becoming deity. And I was really enjoying the thought of, if you're in a school and you're becoming a doctor, you know exactly what to expect, or you feel you know what to expect. And I was thinking how much maybe sometimes I do forget I'm going to become a deity. And I thought it was such a sweet thought to think that maybe in a few months or in a few years, all of us will be deities. What do you like about projecting the future like this, knowing we are becoming deities? What echoes in your mind when you hear that?
I think we should do it more and more. That's what my feeling is. And more we do it, emerge those feelings. It will be really very good, because when we are in golden age, we won't have any feelings, right? That I am a deity. But now, and that is why when this homework of living deity, but also yesterday or day before, when Baba said, hand of blessing is very still, and he was talking about concentration. You know, I know must be with all of you, our hand always raised, right? Even when we meet people, especially when I am with outside people, yeah, you say always like that. So that symbol is there of deity, and also Baba says stillness of eyes, and then you give the experience to them. So some of the things we can relate very clearly now. Those are the qualities of a goddess or god or deities, right? Do you do that? Tell people, yes, okay, whatever, yeah, not much.
It's not just the deity also, but we have the intoxication or the pride or the self-respect of being a Brahmin, an angel, and a deity. And sometimes I feel that just those three identities, they have to be awakened within ourselves completely. So do you find yourself also sometimes playing with those three identities, Brahmin, angel, deity, and how do you enjoy playing with these three?
When I'm a student, and so as a Brahmin, Brahma Baba's child, I'm a student now, and also life of purity, paying attention to every aspect of purity, my drishti, my food, and so this aspect of purity. And that keeps you very much above everything, is like angelic stage. Like you feel you are untouched and you're not affected, and then you smile and you are very divine inside. You want to give blessings to everyone, then it's a deity. Yeah, but what Baba wants us to be more and more in the emerged form now. But I think that sometimes we are busy with whatever daily routine is. But in that daily routine also, we should have that intoxication. Yeah, I do play with that, all three.
So do you think the complete stage is also dealing with being fully aware of all the different aspects of the soul that are not just now, like Trikaldashi means my whole story, from the past, the future, the present. So how do we connect the complete stage with complete awareness of the soul?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because see what happens is that I think a lot of things have become so natural in our life, Brahmin life, like soul consciousness. We are not really aware a lot about, we're not in body consciousness, but as I said, we're not maybe aware that how much I am in soul consciousness. We are more aware of how much I am in body consciousness. Body consciousness is in a very subtle way sometimes, but mostly we are in soul consciousness. And because we are in soul consciousness, soul is in a stage of completion now. When I think of Brahma Baba, because I always compare with his stage, his drishti, his blessings, his thoughts indicated very clearly how much he is in soul consciousness. I think maybe when we go to Madhuban, take more time to access all these things, because here we have a timetable, Like you are at work, everyone has so much karma yoga to do. So we don't get to have proper assessment. But maybe in Madhuban we should do that, right?
Mm-hmm. I was reflecting on, this complete stage, and recently I've tried to, instead of trying to understand how much I'm remembering Baba or how much time did I remember Baba, I was wondering for me if it's not more efficient to remember how much time I'm not remembering him. And I found that it was helping me to have the thought, well, I'm always remembering him, but I'm missing a few moments.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt it was like giving myself a blessing. If I try to remember him more, then I will think I never remember him enough. But if I think I remember him all the time, but when did I forget him during the day? I find it changed a little bit my thinking. Do you think it's healthy, or am I going the wrong way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is a good way to where I miss remembrance. And automatically then you will pay more attention at that time. Right? Yeah, no, this is okay. It's a very good way.
We feel that sometimes certain things trigger non-remembering him. Attraction, desire, being too busy. And I found it was very useful to identify what takes me away from Baba's remembrance, rather than just trying to remember all the time more. And I found that by identifying what takes me away from Baba's remembrance, then I pay attention more to that aspect, because I think complete stage will be when we're really, I was wondering what is more powerful, to remember Baba, to be merged, to experience him as almighty authority. There's so many ways to be connected to him, isn't it?
Hmm. Any virtue could be just peaceful, could be knowledgeful, could be loveful, any virtue of Baba. And I think that keep using virtues all day also increases the remembrance of Baba, right? Because remembrance also now is natural, right? Because whom else we will remember? But Baba said we have everything now in a merged form. It should be emerged form. So maybe we have to emerge his remembrance.
I have to admit, I was catching up with one of the session evening that I missed, and I was listening to it on YouTube during the day. And you were talking about exactly using virtues, using knowledge, actually applying knowledge. And I was washing the dishes, and I was wondering, how does it look like washing the dishes, applying knowledge? Do you have any suggestions on what good point of knowledge do you use when you wash dishes?
Baba's yagya, washing is cleaning, and Baba keeps saying about something, wash off your sins from the past, remove your burdens. So any point can be taken. Yeah, it's a very good thought. In which action, which point of knowledge to use? Maybe some of us can do homework and share with each other.
Yeah, because it's different. Okay, I'll think about it and I'll share you more of my deep thoughts whilst washing dishes. Okay, one last little thought before we meet tomorrow. We're 1 week away from 18th of January. I know for me there's a lot of homework or different thoughts, and I know you helped us to connect, all the points together. But for you, the most essential thing you think we should focus on between now and 18th of January, what would be your recommendation if we want to keep it simple for the next week? What do you think we should really focus on?
Baba's love for Shiv Baba, unshakable, steady, and not only that, but like Baba served through every thought, word, and action. So be embodiment and just in a natural way, keep serving through thoughts, words, actions. And Yeah, very loveful, peaceful. Means you have to be full. And so I had been thinking a lot about Brahma Baba. I immediately, whatever I have to clarify, I look at Brahma Baba. And then I find that this is how I have to do it. Always cheerful, victorious.
Thank you, Mohini Didi. Tomorrow I think I'll ask you more about Brahma Baba then. It will be good to have a little chit chat with Brahma Baba to reflect on his character, qualities, and tell us how to go to him and ask him what to think when we do the dishes. I'll be curious to know that. Thank you, Mohini Didi. Wish you well. Have a good night. And Om Shanti, everyone. So meet you tomorrow.
Yes, Om Shanti.
Thank you.